Boss. 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 Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun.
Hey.
We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle, big shit. Big shit, big shit, big shit. It's a unique hustle, nigga, big shit. Big shit, big shit, big shit. Name another podcast like this. Who gon' bring it to the table? Boss Talk. Who your girlfriend favorite? Boss Talk.
Check it. This is Unique Hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official Miss Jamaica.
What going on, Amadeo?
Man, hey, man, listen, man, we down here in H-Town, man, getting down, man. You know, these guys right here, man, once I started looking and learning, I couldn't find out the sound is going down with these guys right here, man. You can't come down here and not talk to these guys, man. Yeah, G-Luck could be done. What's going on? G&B Productions.
G&B in the building.
G&B Productions, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, thank y'all for coming on the show, man. H-Town,
Thank you for
man.
having us. Thank you for having us.
Man, you know, y'all, I'm gonna be real with you, man. It's kind of intimidating dealing with y'all. Y'all done put the sound down, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of intimidating, like, man.
21 years and going.
That's a long time, man.
We've been going some time.
Man, and how,
Really say 23 years.
Yeah.
how do you keep it going, though?
You gotta love what you do.
Love what you do.
How did y'all even get together? Because y'all
We went to high school together.
We from the same neighborhood and we met in high school.
We met in high school.
And is this what y'all always wanted to do when you were in high school?
We started off rapping.
Yeah.
We met each other rapping. He had a record label in school.
Yeah.
I was borderline rapping. And we met and it's like, you rap? All right, let's rap together.
Yeah.
And, like,
And then you graduated, so how?
no, before I even graduated. This was like
Yeah,
10th
No,
grade.
no, I'm
10th
saying
grade.
you graduated into producing.
Oh yeah, when we graduated,
So
we were
what-
already producing. We already had a full-fledged studio by the time we graduated.
So what motivated you to switch from, because you know some rappers would be like, I don't want to deal with that part of it, I just want to rap. So what motivated y'all?
I
to
feel
move
like, well, I'm gonna say personally, but I feel like I speak for him too. The way rappers feel like that, I don't want to deal with that. I just want to rap. I think we both kind of like, I don't want to deal with that. I want to do the other stuff. Cause
I mean, when I looked at it like one day, we look up, and we call ourselves rappers, and we look up a year later, and we got 2 songs.
yeah.
You
Oh,
ain't no
really?
rapper.
That right there,
You got
yeah.
2 songs, you ain't no rapper.
But we
And
talked
like
to
make
all the
it-
rappers and would network with the rappers, and we were more in love with, like, I used to want to be a DJ, little stuff like that. Being the behind the scenes, I feel like did it more
Producing
than
came
anything.
from because when we were rapping, we didn't know where to get beats from.
Okay. Okay, so how old were y'all when you said you graduated high school and that's when you started doing the producing?
No, we were producing before.
Before
graduated.
you did that.
By the time when we met, when we were rapping in 10th grade, let's just say, probably about a few months later, we realized like we're gonna stick on these beats.
Yeah.
So when did you switch from just, okay, I don't want to rap no more, and why?
I think we
Okay.
did like one song.
Yeah, we did
And it
a
was
song,
like,
but we liked making the beats better. We had to make our own beat for that song. So we fell in love with making the beats.
Yeah.
Like,
What
hold on,
about
we
it-
don't need to rap. Let's just keep making these beats.
What
We had
about it that you fell in love with? Just
the creating process, just to see what you can create from nothing? It literally started with nothing, and it was like, all right, we need to make a beat so we can rap to it. And we made a beat.
And you know what? In the time in the era where we started making beats, there wasn't as many as producers as there is now.
Okay.
So like right now, you could run into any 16-year-old kid. Half the time when people say, I'm gonna bring my producer in today at the studio, he's 17, he's 18 with a laptop. We had
There was no such thing as
MPCs and
laptops
Tritons
Right.
and stuff like that where you didn't have money to get that. So there was no producer. Oh, my little cousin make beats. It was, no, you can only get a beat from Timberland at the time or something.
Who
or
was the
something.
first person you charged for a beat?
You know what? To be
sister.
honest,
Charge.
nah, I'm gonna go before that. It was a gospel. We did a gospel album in
Oh,
high school
yeah.
with a guy named Romeo.
Yolanda Adams people.
Yeah,
No.
It was a
No,
guy
no.
in high school named Romeo at the time, and he was trying. He had an investor, and he was like, "Well, I'm gonna pay y'all to make his beats and yada yada yada." And that was our first like chick. Like
Hard.
while we in school, like our friends working at Subway making $300 every 2 weeks, and here we is charging $500 a track or something like that. You know, my mom was trying to do her managing thing with us, so we were getting some kind of money out of it, and I think that made us kind of say, okay,
We can make some money.
We
with
could just do this then.
Yeah.
But okay, so when I see producers, I usually see one person and they do the whole thing. With y'all working together, producing, what do I get more with y'all compared to me just hiring?
More beats.
More beats.
Now you got
More
double the amount of
ideas.
beats.
More ideas, more beats, chemistry. everything. Like we
both bring something different to beat
for sure.
making.
So both of y'all work on the same beat.
Sometimes
We can sometimes it's just
it just depends. Like it just depends on what type of track it is. He's more of a drum type of guy. Like you need some hard hitting drums. I come in and I might play a melody or something. You know what I mean?
And then they'll go the other way around
Yeah.
sometimes. It's never, hey, that's not your job. You're never at that point. You know what I'm saying?
That's why y'all stayed together this long. And
If the ball go in the air and you catch it, nigga, run. You know what I'm saying? Like, run. Like it ain't no, hey, you're not the running back. You're like, nah, I ain't never done
right.
this.
Who makes more money, as in like rappers or producers?
Depends.
Its times have changed. It depends on the person.
I'm gonna say producers.
I am too.
I'm gonna say producers.
I'm gonna say that too because it's expensive being a rapper.
Yeah.
Like they have this thing where they have to get out there and
Image.
that image.
Producers don't have an image.
They don't
Because y'all
have to.
behind the
We
scenes.
blackface. You don't even know who we are.
They don't have to.
See us.
You got to talk us into doing stuff like this.
That's right. That's
Rappers
exactly
are
right.
dying to come to do
Probably
this.
count on one hand how many times we done.
Get back in that
on
mind.
interviews like
They get on us all the time because we don't have like a publicist or a manager. So they get on us all the time. Like for this many years, y'all did this and y'all did. We just really started doing podcasts, interviews and stuff like that. Because it's not even that. We're like, I think it's more of this.
There you go.
Yeah, we got a session today, so we can't do it.
Well,
we got to work today. We can't do it.
This is the new world order.
Yeah.
It don't even sound right. Like what? This is the new world order. This is what's going on now. You guys are dope and you guys are definitely great, but at some point we got to get a clue, man, that the people that's coming up in this era needs to hear from you. I'm just being real. If they don't hear from you, then they hear a lot of, you know what they hear. Think about it. We don't have no guidance out here for a lot of our youngsters, man.
For sure.
And they on that internet, they trying to figure it out, man. They not trying to figure it out through what they see more so than what they look at on that internet a lot of times.
Right.
So we need y'all. So when
We
I say
coach
it's a new world order,
We coach what it is.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We do it right now. We do it on a platform with cameras.
That's hard.
But we do that every day anyway.
Yeah.
Talking to rappers. Nah, bro, don't do that. In the
Yeah.
studio, they used to call us rap boot camp. Like you don't come over here and you showing bling your money and think we talk to them. Hey, bro, you really shouldn't do that.
I
You should
get
do
it.
this.
I know exactly what you're
should do
saying.
this. And then we're a little older than some of you rappers.
But you gotta understand, what I'm saying is, you're talking about on the level of you guys dealing with them hand to hand.
Right.
But I'm talking about the way this thing is happening so fast and people seeing you all over the world, you can help people that might not make it to a studio.
Right.
Oh, facts.
These guys, these kids need you, man.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
By
They
being
ain't
on these
watching.
podcasts. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
They seeing all this other stuff developing around them, and it's like, when I did this, that was my mindset. It's like, it's so much bad stuff out there. I need to do something to give them something to level this off.
Right.
Am I right?
Right. No, you're right.
Absolutely right.
Because
Absolutely right.
the studio, I'm not worried about it because I know you're going to do what's right.
Yeah.
I know your integrity level because you wouldn't have a business a lot of time if you wasn't doing it the right way.
Exactly.
I'm
Last
being
this
real
long. Yeah.
and last this long. So I'm good with that part, but the part I'm not good with is when that kid's sitting at the house and he like my kids and he isolated in that room. And he ain't talking to nobody.
Right.
All he doing is this.
Right.
And he focused.
Right.
And when you talk to him, he won't even clean up or take out the trash. And you got to get off that phone, boy.
Yeah.
And he get to see something like this for a change. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Because like I said, you guys got
2023.
kids.
Yeah, I have a son. I have a 1 year.
That boy player from the Himalayas.
Nah.
That boy gonna be a bachelor to man.
Nah.
Just had
You
my
got
first
both
one.
like
man.
One couch with a pool table on the left side. I know the bachelor. I used to be a bachelor.
I'm gonna be happy if I am. But now we both late bloomers. Like he just
You just got
Jace,
married?
Yeah, he just
No, I had my
Congratulations.
first one.
Oh, you just had the baby? Oh, man, beautiful.
Had my first one.
Man, that's
So
hard.
how many more you want?
A lot. It don't even matter.
I
I like kids.
You starting late though.
Yeah.
Why?
We've been traveling all these years. I haven't been sitting down somewhere planted. Now I am.
Now you are.
Yeah, now I
Now
am.
they're gonna come back to back to back to back.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be back to back, but I do want a lot of kids. Probably 5.
5?
Yeah.
Well,
That ain't a
hard.
lot.
That's a hard number. I got 4.
I thought
I'm
he was
done.
You done?
I thought he was gonna
I
say a
come from
football
a big
team.
family. I got 9 brothers and sisters. I got 9 of them.
That's what I thought you was gonna say, like 9 or 10 or
Nah,
12.
5 is cool. I'd be cool with 5.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 boys, 2 girls.
What do you know, when you think about y'all, what do you guys think that y'all done to bridge the gap? I talked to ESG, like, I told Slim to come over here from the north side and come over here to Screw, and that's how we end up linking with him. I mean, and then you hear, what's the boy we just interviewed? Rizzo.
Mm-hmm. It's hot.
Man, Rizzo, yeah, it's hot. Sauce came and he got me, but I'm from over here, but I came over there, and that's how we linked it up, and I think that helped a lot. What do you guys, being from the south side, how do you guys bridge those gaps?
Bridging the young with the old a lot of times.
Okay.
Like you say, Rizzo, the Sauce Factory.
We've been working with them from day one.
Wow.
When they didn't want to work with
Before
OGs.
anybody even knew who they was.
Yeah. When that first song with
we made
Walk and Slim Thug, when they did the Everybody, that was, they didn't really want to work with an older guy. And you know, Slim is kind of like, he gonna work with anybody.
Yeah.
And we bridged that gap.
That's
We've
hard.
done that a couple of times in the game. With
couple?
Younger guys and the older guy, getting them on the song with, you know what I'm saying, with older guys doing stuff like that. For sure. Bless you.
Yeah, bless you.
Yeah, you funny. You funny, bro. Yeah, I'll dig your personality. You funny, bro. Yeah, brother. Bless you. You know your camera's on, bro.
No, man, but no, like you guys, man. When you think about the Houston sound, man, you know we interviewed B King, man, and he got this, he got
B King career too.
correct, but he got this sound over here, right to me. Like the music, he the new Luke Houston.
For sure.
I'm serious, he different,
For sure.
And then you got you know, that old sound, you know, that basically when I hear Kiki rock, I know what I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
H-Town sound.
Yeah. So like for you guys to be able to switch, like you just said, you done some work with B King, right?
We done work with B King.
Okay, now you done some
And
work
with
with
Rico
Kiki.
Love.
You done
Everybody out here.
Everybody.
We came in at the tail end of the old generation, and we're in the new generation.
Chose to.
Chose. We got
Yeah, we work with Chose. Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
There's
so
nobody in Houston that we don't work
okay,
with.
but
here.
transparency becomes a thing. Like, how are you guys so, you know?
Because we've been around for so long, people
Able
know
to-
to kind of reach out, or we reach out.
Yeah.
We don't wait for somebody to call us. We're gonna reach out to them. Hey, we see you working. What you got going on? Pull up.
Make this move, yeah.
They
A
not
lot of
gonna
stuff
say
we
no.
do is not on camera. So
For sure.
it's not posted. We post, but we don't post as much. So
Of course.
it's a lot of stuff that happens in the city that our name doesn't go on.
Yeah.
But we're not sitting there like, yeah, we don't, you know, I done that there. We don't be on
No,
that.
no,
Like,
no.
we just be,
I
it be
get it.
genuine
Good, though.
stuff. Yeah. But it be genuine stuff. It be like a genuine, I'm on the phone with this guy and this guy is standing next to me. Hey,
Yeah.
pull up, they make a connection. Now they got something magical and you don't even know we had something to do with it.
Wow.
That
I like
happens
it.
a lot.
Facts.
I like
Happens a
it.
lot.
We don't put our name on a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that happens out here.
Yeah, I mean, but
But the artists know.
Yeah, they don't know.
But that's
Artists,
building-
any artist you interview, some kind of way they'll bring us up. I guarantee.
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
But that's building relationships, and building relationships, you really can't just show.
That's better than money. Relationships better
Right,
than money.
like that.
For sure.
Yep.
You
yeah.
can make
So
a lot of money with relationships. You can go broke and come back and be a millionaire again off of relationships. So,
working with Boosie
Boosie.
after he had while he was dealing with his chemo, or after he came off his chemo. That had to be tough. And how did you guys? Could you even tell? Because I just seen that, I read that and I was
I
like,
mean, he was in a
man.
wheelchair, so yeah, we could tell.
You could tell.
Yeah,
They told us though.
but
We knew why
right.
he was in Houston. He was in Houston because we have the best medical center,
Okay.
cancer center, in the world. So when he got cancer, his biggest thing, which kind of messed you up in the world a little bit, when they told him, "Hey, it's gonna be 6 months.
We booked up.
We booked
backed
up. It's gonna be 6 months." He said, "How much?" They said 90,000. He said, "I'll bring it to you tomorrow.
Damn.
We'll cut on you Tuesday."
Damn.
So you see, money,
So
that's messed
so
up.
he stayed in Houston.
Imagine all the people
I
that
think,
didn't pass
2
away because they didn't have the
Yeah.
physical cash to get
Right.
the treatment.
Right
He said, "I don't think I'm gonna make it that long."
Because some
He was
people like, I can't wait.
Yeah, he was like, I can't wait 6 months, bro. I got the money. What you own?
And I'm fresh out of jail. I got money on me. I need to go. I need to be able to move around. I can't be sick.
Because my
That's
life
what-
worth more than this. I can
sure.
turn around and make that money back.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then you guys started working with him at that point.
from day one.
He
The
was
first
looking
day he
for
got
us.
in Houston.
He went to a studio. I think the first day. I don't know what studio it is. So I don't want to bad talking about his studio. But the first studio he went to, I mean, you come here to get a chemo and get your cancer situation going, and people are taking pictures of you. It's one of the studios people can pull up at. our studio is everybody knows, even our closest friends says you don't pull up at our studio without calling. It's private. You gotta
call somebody when you pull up.
So when he figured that out, he called Slim, and Slim called us that morning, like 8 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Boosie, looking for the studio. We ended up getting dressed, rushing to the studio like 9 a.m. You know, rappers. I don't hear from rappers till 1, 2 o'clock p.m. and that's the early ones. And he pulled up with his crew and in a wheelchair, and they rolled him in there. And I think that first session, they rolled him straight to the booth, and he sat in the booth all day and behind the microphone and just rap. And I think then it kind of, that led to like, what, 2 months? 3 months? Yeah, 2-3 months every
very
day.
next day, that's how we locked in. The first day we locked in with him when he came to the studio, he don't know us from a can of paint.
Yeah, he gotta feel you
Thug
out.
referred him to the studio. He just thought, oh, y'all just
Shout out to
engineers,
Thug.
they work in the studio. Record me. The next day he came back, and they rolled him in the booth. Before they rolled him in the booth, he was trying to get the beats together. His team didn't have his beats ready, so he went off on the whole room, like on everybody, like, how y'all ain't gonna have my beats ready? I'm at the studio, man, I can't get no beats. And we sitting there like, we got beats. And played one beat, and it was a rap after
They
that.
did 17 songs with it, 17, 18
From that
songs.
one beat, we did 17 more songs. He was like, play another one, play another one, play another. He rapped all of them.
Kept
We made the
going.
whole album.
Man,
And
that's
he's looking at
crazy.
us like, man, ain't nobody rapping on y'all shit, man. Who y'all is? Man, y'all
He used to be
come with
like,
me.
this, where the other one at? If one not there, where the other one at?
And
If
he
you
couldn't
not
tell
there,
us
yeah,
apart
he
at one
tell us
time.
apart.
Both of us, we both GNB. Hey, GNB,
Yeah.
GNB.
It went from where the other one to G&B. So he'll call me G&B, he'll call him
Him
G&B.
G&B.
Yeah, and then
Now
now,
he know.
we
Yeah, now he know, yeah,
we
yeah.
go to Atlanta, stay at his house and everything.
That's
It's
big, bro.
good.
That's
That's hard,
all
man.
the time.
That's hard, man. And what? How important is relationships and what you
Very
guys do,
important.
right?
That's everything.
We got to speak on that a little bit so
Yeah,
people
relationships
to
put it
help
like this.
our youngsters to know, because a lot of them think is, I know people who basically they meet somebody. I know these guys have done whole projects with major producers, and then after me and them come together, they can't even make a phone call to them.
Nah.
They ain't got no
No,
personality.
because they never. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I've seen this happen. I
Some
ain't
people
gonna
don't
speak
know.
on
Some
it.
people be too cool to talk to people, man.
That's what it is.
Nah,
Or trying to
man.
stay so professional.
We
that
don't
they
have management.
They're trying to stay so
yeah, we're not-
We
professional.
don't have
We're not
management. We don't have
We're
PR.
talking
We
to
don't
you.
have none of that. So if we don't say nothing to nobody, we not gonna get to see this person again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something right here, right then and there. So that's how we build it. And a lot of times that make the person look at you like, damn, you kind of bold. Yeah, check my number out. Then shit, I'm gonna use it.
That's hard.
But
yo.
you know what too? I noticed we have a lot of relationships with people that we haven't even worked with. So when you'll see us work, you don't even realize this is a relationship that's been going on for 3 years. That we would come by the studio and we've never made a song. And then now we're making songs and you think, oh yeah, y'all met now. Nah, we've been rocking with them 2 years already. Just
Wow.
every time they come to the city, they come fool with us.
Wow, that's
You know what I'm
hard.
saying? We'll have those kind of relationships also. So,
Outside of yourselves, who do you think? And then this goes to both y'all because y'all are both not gonna have the same answer. Hardest producer ever.
Ever?
They might not have the same.
That's what I said. They're not gonna have the same answer. I'm gonna go. I just want to hear I want to hear what they
You
say.
want to start with B?
That's impossible to answer, but I have to break it down like how the hardest producer era. And I have to break it down like in our world.
Yeah.
you saying out in our world, what you mean?
Matter of fact, top three. Let's do the top three because we do that on here.
Ever.
All right,
Top
so
three
I'm
of
gonna
all
start
time,
it.
dead
Okay.
or alive.
I think we can
Any
agree on
genre
one.
of-
No. I
Okay.
want to hear it separate from yours.
Okay. I would say Drummer Boy.
You like
That's
drum
your
and
number
bass?
one?
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you
That's
why.
your number one.
Let me tell you why. It's not number one because I can't put them in order. But let me tell you why Drummer Boy is one of the greatest. Because we friends with Drummer Boy too, by the way.
Wow, let
So-
me just say this, Drummer Boy, it was one night when me and you was in Vegas, and I shut it down. I had on all white, and my guys with me. Wasn't an all white party, nigga. And you came to me and asked me, hey, man, let's take this picture, nigga. You remember that. Because the old man has still got it, nigga. One, two, click it.
Yeah.
And the picture on the wall at the store, nigga, I got proof. Yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah, we kicked it.
All right, so boom, Drummer Boy. I'm gonna say this because from in our era, we're the same exact age. We come up at the same time.
He hard, man.
He was
He came in
tearing up.
young.
Like he tore up everything.
He had an error, didn't he?
He had a run. He had a run.
He had a run.
and you couldn't escape him.
Yeah.
And that he single-handedly made us step our game up
Yeah.
for sure.
in producing. He's like, oh nah, because he doing what we trying to do.
Yeah.
like, we were trying to be those guys that that guy that he was like working with everybody.
Yeah.
we were trying to do that already.
That's hard.
But we had Houston on like he just had the whole world because he was in Atlanta. We were in Houston,
And the whole world was going to Atlanta at the time.
Right.
Wow.
So yeah, he
we
caught
thinking that the eyes were coming to Houston because of the steel tipping and all that. So we coming in Houston and we gonna do what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He went to Atlanta and that's where the whole game went.
Damn, boy, that's good stuff.
But Drummer Boy, Dr. Dre. That third one gonna be hard, man. Cause
Dr. Dre,
Dr.
nigga.
Dre for sure. He gonna always be.
What's the hardest song you ever produced?
Hardest song he ever produced?
Let me see if this nigga gonna get it right. You know? Nigga, I
He
got
gonna
mine,
get it
nigga. Let me
right.
see if this nigga
I'm
gonna
gonna
get it right.
say to me hardest.
Let's
song
see if this nigga gonna get it
Let Me
right.
Ride.
Hell no, man.
Off the Chronic.
Hell no.
That's
Hell yeah. That's what he say. Hell yeah on that song. Oh, let me ride.
That's my favorite.
Hell yeah.
That's my favorite album ever.
I'm gonna say that In the Club by 50 Cent. I love that beat.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even make that though.
He didn't?
Nope.
We always
Who made
heard,
that?
We always
Nephew.
heard Nephew made it.
Dr.
That
Dre put his
nigga
stamp on
bad.
it.
That nigga bad. Whoever that is.
I'm talking Dre before he had programming.
Let
That's what
me
Timberland.
ride.
I mean, you had Timberland, you had Nephew, you had Mailman, you had Danger Hands. All these guys. You had Scott Storch. All these guys were Dr. Dre at one point in time. He signed them, and they made the beats. He put his stamp on it.
Yeah.
But the song I'm talking about,
That
Let Me Ride, Dr. Dre made that.
Yeah, but at the Chronic, you go back to the Chronic album, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm riding with Let Me Ride. That's a bunch of bangers on that song. Am I right? What you think?
That song is
I'm
just
finna get it
sonically,
started.
it sounds
Wait a
so
minute.
good.
No, I don't know about that.
You can put that song on right now, and it sounds like you got Mix and Match yesterday.
What you think? Let's be honest. Let's see.
Oh, you talking about Let Me Ride?
No, just that album, that Chronic album.
That Chronic album. All right.
Let Me Ride was the hardest one.
To me.
On the Chronic album?
You gotta listen to it, man. It's mixed perfect. It sounds good, and it still sounds like it was mixed and mastered yesterday.
I can't put it up against nothing. What do you say? What do you say is your favorite?
I'm trying to
song
think,
on the
man, because
Chronic album?
that nigga
And that's a
had,
remake. He remade that beat to where you thought he used I forgot whose sample it was, but you thought it was their song still. He remade that so
that
perfect.
nigga was bad, man, on that album. That whole album was banging, man. I had that whole in the car
I'm gonna play
banging.
that when we leave here. Matter of fact,
It was a dude he had on there, man. It was man. Damn, I'm trying to think. I know the song. It's in my head, but I can't. I think it was a nigga. Dang, high powered man. This dude.
High Power is that's on there.
Yeah, that's that dude.
That dude that's talking on there.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I don't know, but I'm just
You gonna
saying.
say it and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking about that beat. That was a good hard beat.
What?
That was a hard beat. So I'm just looking at the beats. I'm trying to, these songs got to come old. You got to click back in. They got, the album had the leaf. I see the leaf, nigga. I see the leaf.
Look, when you ask me, I say I'm looking at the leaf. I'm looking at the
go
leaf.
to first, the leaf, and then you can ride on through there. Snoop was on there. Didn't they diss Easy
that was
on
Snoop
there?
introduction.
Did they diss Snoop on there? I mean, Easy on there.
I think Easy.
No,
No,
was that was the other one?
He's not on the credit.
Mr. Buster. Where you
He's not on the credit.
Was that a different album altogether?
At that time, when he dissed them on "Let Me Ride," I think on that album for sure. Was it "Let Me Ride"? No. You can remember in the video he had Easy.
That's what I was talking about. That was
from the Chronic.
That was old boy.
That was the big
Easy.
song.
He passed away too.
Yeah, he did.
Johnson.
I posted that.
AJ Johnson.
AJ Johnson.
I remember when he passed away. But that wasn't on that Chronic. That wasn't on. It was right after though, wasn't it?
Yeah. No. What was right afterwards?
That when he dissed Easy on that.
He dissed Easy on the Chronic.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about that song. It wasn't on there. Or what? If it was, that might be the hardest beat
might
on
be
there.
on Snoop album.
You know what I'm
I know what you're talking about. Is that song on Snoop album or on the Chronic?
I just remember the
one where
video.
he holding the sign up.
Yeah, he running
We'll
around.
work for food or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember all that.
That was a hard. Y'all young. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Man,
Nah,
we
I'm
look young.
gonna tell you what when you come to talking that, especially the West Coast. His dad was staying in L.A.
Oh, that's
My
why.
dad.
He
That's
got,
why I
he
get
has
my
a,
musical
I wish
background from.
I wish I could find a picture. It's a picture with
That
him.
nigga had a curl, didn't
him
he?
and I. He was
With Mac
young.
10's in my
He's standing
page.
with Mac 10 like this. He
What?
a kid, little kid.
Oh, like 11.
That's your boy?
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm on Mac 10 album.
Yeah.
Based on a true story from
Yeah.
like 1998.
Damn.
So his daddy was out there. I feel like when the Chronic was out, I was so H-Town at the time because I was here.
You were not trying to hear it.
I didn't know. I just didn't know. I got on it later.
You were popping
Like when
trunk.
you say, all right, when you say the Leaf to me, I think of 2000.
I'm thinking of the first one.
He thinking of the first one, I'm thinking of 2000 because I got on the first one. Don't get me wrong, but when it came out, I wasn't on it.
Wasn't on it?
I wasn't on it.
Well, I had to be on it because I was selling Chronic at the time. And
How old were you when it came
I was
out?
older. It was in the 90s, so I would have been about 20, 220.
Right.
I was rolling in an 89.
So he was still
Baby
a kid,
Lack.
but he still had his
But he
dad
rocking
on
with
the
it.
West Coast taking him to studios and stuff. So
That's
he knew
hard,
about
man.
it.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what
all
I'm
them
saying?
cats.
Yeah.
So when he
Lil T,
came-
Mac 10,
when he-
Ice Cube, I was in the studio with all of them as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
My old man worked for Prince, and he worked for Priority Records. So
Damn.
when I was in, and then when I was for the summertime, my mom would send me to LA.
Yeah.
Damn, you
I
out
see
there.
how you got into business. then.
Hell yeah, you
With
had
all
to
that
get in.
musical background.
He got a musical background too. Ask him. Ask him
For
about
Oh
his
no,
musical
I
background.
heard this one here is Latoya's brother.
Yeah.
So when he was in studios on the West Coast, I was
He was
sitting
in the
around
studio with
more
Beyonce
R&B. Yeah, I was more around
Can
R&B.
you sing?
Man, Beyonce.
Not even gonna try. Never tried.
Why
Never
not?
tried.
It
My
might
whole, it was
be
crazy.
good.
My whole family was like, you know you can sing, right?
Right.
You know you can sing. And I was like, I just don't see me. Girl, let me sing. Let me kick something to you. I'm
Go
never
ahead.
gonna do it.
Man. Whoa.
That's how I'm a sure. I'm not gonna try. So I'll be in the studio sometime and I give somebody a note and they be like, and I'm like, nah, don't even do it. You do it. Let's keep going. We're not even gonna get on that.
See, you know you got
It's
it.
not my. Nah, I
So
don't even try. I never tried.
when that first happens, how old are you when she first end up with Destiny Child?
We was kids.
I was young.
They
Oh,
was.
she older than you?
Yeah, she's 3 years older than me.
It's a handful of years.
Yeah. So when she met Beyonce, we were going to a school called St. James in Third Ward,
Okay.
in Houston, and we were kids. So I might have been in the third grade,
Damn.
fourth grade, maybe third grade. So she was probably in the fifth, sixth grade when they met each other. So it wasn't studios then. It was as we went on and they got bigger, I would be in the studio with a lot of these guys. So yeah.
No, that's hard, man. So when you think about that whole being the brother of, I didn't know you existed, man. I'm gonna be real with you.
Ain't nothing
That's
wrong
what he
with
did
it.
that on purpose.
Bruh, you
Nothing wrong
was
with it.
incognito.
He did that on purpose. He didn't want to be like
you was
Ray
not,
J.
That's
you
good
was
and
not
bad.
trying
That's
to be
good.
It's good
seen.
and
Was
bad.
you?
It's
Okay,
good
just
and
said that.
bad.
You
Good and
was
bad.
not
Right
trying
now,
to be seen.
we could right now if he would have been wearing it on his shoulder 15 years ago, we probably would have been bigger than where we
Exactly.
are. Ray J embraced Brandy as he got older.
That's
I should have been doing that from day one.
That's right.
But he didn't want to come up under a shadow, so I feel, bro. But on the backside of things, we get older, you should have possibly
For sure.
coattail sis a little longer. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but you found your own.
Nah, for sure.
Because it's not like they're doing the same thing.
Nah,
Right.
nah.
You see what I mean?
Right.
If it was a case where he was singing too and
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
but I think it's different when you're a male and female.
Right.
If you were a girl now, it would have felt more pressuring.
Right.
Right. It never felt like pressure to me.
That phase right there for you though.
What you mean?
Like for you being, that phase of life, going to the studio, did you really know that this was what you would be doing?
Not at all.
You was just doing it because the
I
family
wanted
was
to play
doing it.
football. I wanted.
Was you
I wanted
good?
to play
Same thing with
sports.
me.
I was cool. I feel like I never really got to crack it out open because it was like you got to realize my parents wanted us to do that though.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm talking sports, it's like but you ain't picked up a guitar, and it's like I don't want to play the guitar, man. I don't want to play the piano. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
that kind of life for me. So I never sat in the studio and was learning because I didn't care as much. I know I like music, but everybody like music.
Your parents into music too?
My dad sings.
Okay.
My dad has
He
sang.
laughed. What you laughing
Why
for?
you
What the hell you
laughing?
laughing
My
for?
nigga, man. His daddy funny.
All right, my dad sings the national anthem for like the Astros, the Rockies, the Texans.
To this day.
I don't know the numbers. I don't know the numbers.
In about a year or two.
Yeah,
huh?
right. Yeah, but I don't know the numbers. But he can give you the numbers. I'm 7-0 with the Astros. On this, like, so whenever he sings, they win. Is what he feel like. So,
Okay.
my dad sings. My mom is more of a business lady, 100%. So, like, even when my sister was getting out the group, that was my mom looking over the contracts, doing it. My mom's real good at stuff like that. She's still even active with my sister when it comes to business and stuff. So,
So it's just two of y'all?
just
you
us
and-
two.
Okay.
So when y'all was asking about the kids, when y'all say 5 and stuff, it's like me. I'm like, give me the 2, and I think we
That's
cool.
right.
Yeah.
But producing that album and going platinum with your sister, that's hard.
Yeah, we were on her first.
How
her
old was you at
first-
that time? That was in
Fresh out of high
05.
We were fresh out of high school, 05.
So like 20,
Yeah.
19, 20.
How did that make you feel? You was ecstatic, or you didn't even know what was
We
going on?
didn't really know. I mean,
You didn't know what the hell was going on.
We didn't know. Right, how did that make us feel to get a platinum plaque? We felt like we was on top of the world.
Okay, y'all did. Y'all were.
Yeah.
Y'all did know y'all done it.
We felt like that. We felt when you get a platinum plaque, you feel like that.
like
But
we're here.
we also realists. We understand where we at and where we are in this music shit. So at that time, we knew we weren't.
Yeah.
Even though we got this platinum plaque, we know we ain't shit. Drummer Boy was right here. We sitting there like, yeah, we gotta pack them
We
pack
got-
but shit.
we got
Drum
real life-
over Gucci and Joe got it. Whoop
Yeah, he in Atlanta, man. You can't
Dog.
skill it like that.
See, we had real life checking though. We had real life checking because dealing with my sister, we would go to LA and she would sit us in the studio with Nephew, sit us in the studio with Scott Storch. It just to be
JR.
flies on the wall, JR, stuff, people like that at the time that was popping, and we knew
That ain't what we trying to do.
we probably need to go back to Houston and figure it out
Yeah.
because they were, oh well, I'll just make you this kind of beat on the spot. They could play the piano, do all this. We couldn't do none of that. You know, this
Yeah, it
was before the
was
Fruity
intimidating.
Loops. You know, right now you go in the studio with a guy who started making beats. Hey man, I want to make beats. Oh
gonna
yeah,
put out
that's
a
what's
laptop.
up. And then you see him. I've never made a beat before. Cool. You see him 6 months later. He has Chris Brown's new single because he's working on a laptop and stuff. It wasn't like that when we was coming up. You had it wasn't no arpeggiators and loops and stuff like
had
that.
to know how to play this
you had
shit.
to figure it out. You know, so
Yeah.
Sure.
I think that intimidated us a lot to come home and
It was discouraging.
discouraging. Yeah,
I'd have been there trying to learn everything, trying to
It was
figure it
impossible.
out.
Nah, it was impossible though because
So it
we
was a
knew
gift and a curse to us,
We
for
knew
sure.
the level of what they're doing
Yeah.
is levels to that.
Yeah.
We ain't even at the first level yet. So
Right.
let's go back and just
We'll
talk
come
about
back home
skills.
and they felt like we were on that level, but it's like, nah, we went there. It ain't. They out there. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's-
They doing
yeah.
shit that we ain't never seen before. Like we too inexperienced.
I
right
like
now.
your cousin talking back home. Man, you should have ran that touchdown. Nah, kid, you ain't been in the pros.
Yeah, but wait a
it
minute.
ain't like that.
Let me say this first of all, 'cause I'm a Southerner, I'm a Texas hard head. When you think about Pimp C and what UGK done,
Rest in peace, Pimp C. Man.
Pimp C. Listen, I had to say that because of his production. It was a different level for me. I'll
That
just
was
be
Mike
real with y'all.
Dean, Mr. Lee.
All them dudes, man, all them dudes. So there were some people.
That was Pimp C too. He played
That's
the
what I
guitar
just
in
said.
the
What I
origins.
just said, nigga.
Okay, all
Pimp
right.
C was ridiculous. Pimp C was
I missed that part. I
ridiculous.
missed that part.
People saw him as a rapper. Us, a producer, sees Pimp C as a producer.
And I'm just a fan and see him as a producer. Don't always talk about it. So that's why I say, yeah, I hear you what you saying when you was out there or y'all was dealing with that, but we still had some stuff down here at that time.
But we didn't have that though. It was a different man.
Yeah.
But I didn't need
shit.
that. I don't care what you say.
But that's where the money at.
Remember when the
I
game
get
made you
it.
feel
That's
like
where
you
the money
needed
at.
to do
I
What
get
Sis
it.
doing?
I get it.
What Sis over there doing?
But
with
I'm
them people, that's
loving
where the
my
money at.
Southern. You had Scarface and them down here too. It already dead and dove in.
Yeah, for sure.
Stop playing.
No,
Right,
for sure. We
remember
had,
when the
you know,
game-
Joe, we had people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
But
know
we
I'm up
didn't
here
have
defensive as
that
hell.
R&B world, that R&B world different when it come to R&B producers and hip hop producers. I
It's
bet
different, ain't
I bet
it?
a lot of R&B
It's different,
producers don't
ain't
even
it?
respect hip hop producers.
Oh, I know
There's
that.
no skill. There's no
Yeah.
skill level
that's
needed
right.
to do that.
Cause they bumped the bump.
Man, put the bass in there. R&B is
To them,
different.
it's
You
no
have
skill
to
level.
know
It's a
what you're
skill level.
doing.
You got to know what
So
you're
it's
doing.
harder to do R&B producing.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say
Now
this,
that you
though.
mastered
You're
it,
talking now
we
that
ain't
the level we
mastered
at.
it.
I
We
feel
ain't
like the
mastered
level that we at. You'll talk to now when you talk to you talk to
Still
R&B producers, they'll say what we do is hard though. Because we'll sit in the studio with R&B, I don't
And
say
they're so
R&B
trained
producers,
to play.
and they'll be playing beat. I want to get some beats to this guy, and when we give them their time to shine at the studio, that ain't sounding like what they want. You think that's what they want, but it ain't grungy enough. And they don't understand how to be grungy, how we can be grungy, how to make our drums sound like this. Y'all stuff too. You think it's a rap beat, but it's still technically not. We get that a lot with R&B producers. So I feel like it's both sides because you could be technically an R&B producer trying to give out rap records and they not feeling them. SGG don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil German don't want to hear that.
Yeah, well,
Sounds don't want to hear that. It's too soft.
Yeah.
We've been through that so much, and they'll pick our beats. And we've been in pretty much battles. You know, it's a battle in the studio when you're in the studio with different producers, and they like y'all. Everybody get a chance to play beats. That's technically a beat battle. It's just what it is. And we've been in the studio with people that I don't want to say intimidated by, but like, damn, he play, he this, and we'll play our beats, and we pretty much get the record for the night. And that a lot of times that's just experience in the rap game, knowing what these rappers want. And an R&B guy who's been in with Eric Billinger doesn't understand what Peasy want. You know what I'm saying? He don't understand what a rapper would want. You know what I'm saying? So that's we've been in that game so long, and I think that's what when it comes to my sister and the R&B thing, we coattailed for some time, but we knew
To get our feet wet.
yeah, get our feet wet. But
Right,
we knew
exactly.
rap back home is what we're
what we-
really
that's
good
what-
at.
that's what we-
They love what we doing over here, so we stayed on that side instead of trying to be on that side. Like we been on.
Don't get
But
me
you
wrong.
wanna-
We
but
was
you
on the-
wanna be
we was on the
versatile
road
where you
with
can
sis
do
for a
everything.
long
Yeah,
time.
for sure.
We was on the road with her for a long time, but it got to a point where we say
That's
we
not
got to go
what-
back home.
Yeah,
Right.
we gotta go back home.
When you came back home, was that when you guys linked in like with Slim Thug and
No, it
stuff?
was prior to that. We looked up with Slim in high school.
So how
I
was
drove
that?
Slim an Escalade to prom.
The same Escalade that's still tipping.
But he was talking to my sister at the time.
That's
They
when
were
he
a couple.
met
Yeah,
Toya.
I remember that.
They were a couple. So that's how long we've been like. So he went from like big bro to, I mean, I'll tell him this to this day. He technically our OG too. But I'm
all.
with him every day. We with him every day. This
Every
is our
single day.
brother. Every
single day.
I play with him so much that I can't sit here in a podcast and say, well, that's really our OG, and we learn a lot from bro.
But you did.
Nah,
Yeah,
I be
for
calling him
sure.
lame every day. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
But I'm
Try to
just
keep him
saying.
on the
But
floor.
you don't want to
He know what he mean to us
Yeah,
though. He know
yeah,
for sure.
for
He know
sure,
what he mean
for
to
sure.
us. He know
Man,
what he
big
done
bro.
for us.
I always love Slim.
He let us after we got off the road with Big Sis. He let us come on the road with him.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Come on.
That's
So we
hard.
could learn the game.
Anything
It
we
was me,
need,
G, and Mr. Rogers.
For sure. Anything
DJ
we
Mr.
need.
Rogers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was part of the Boss Hog. Mr. Rogers used to be a producer too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was on the road.
It's really a lot
too.
of producers in Houston that came through that Boss Hog, through that building,
But
through that
that
studio.
whole hard too.
It's a lot of people. Young Sam,
Sci-Fi.
yeah,
TA,
Mr.
Mr. Lee.
Mob, Mr. Lee. All of us came through. That
We were just the first.
in the same building. Yeah.
Wow. And so dealing with Slim, I didn't mean to cut you, but dealing with Slim, I want to stay on that a little bit. Just do voice. That nigga was deep, you know what I'm saying? Y'all knew exactly how to make the beat to what y'all wanted to
We
hear.
know what he
Yeah.
like.
Y'all knew what he
It's
didn't tell
unfair
y'all.
for us with Slim because
already
that's
know
really
that.
that's really our bro. So I think when I was talking about putting other producers in the studio and playing beats for Slim, we'll sit there and be kind of laughing like, that nigga don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that. You know, but
Yeah.
we with him every day. We know what he wants.
So when y'all hear somebody else doing that, y'all like this.
But then that's where that we know that with Slim, we understand that with other people, other artists, sending beats don't work. You got to be in the studio to get to know somebody and know, yo, y'all think he on that, he ain't on that no more. Imagine when Rick Ross dropped his first album, and everybody on his second album was probably sending him runners beats when he was on Justice League at the time.
Wow.
I'm on this Justice League way, but y'all haven't heard me on the Justice League because it hasn't came out yet. You know what I'm saying? So we're like that with a lot of artists. Like we have a personal relationship. Y'all think Sauce want to hear that, and he's been off that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what we realized with. I feel like we learned that with Slim. People
hard.
always try to play him beats, and it's like y'all don't even realize he don't even want to hear "I'm a boss, I be this and tipping." And
Yeah, a lot of people give him
they
songs
do
like
that.
that. It's like,
It be a
man.
whole. Every time he playing beats, you hear that, and they be like, "Bro, he don't like rapping on that shit. He hate that shit." You know what I'm saying? But we'll know what he
Y'all
want.
know him. That's why
We
y'all
know him,
know.
so we know he don't want that. But we realize
Did he ever
that.
pick one that y'all didn't think he would pick?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he does that.
And you
All
like,
the time.
damn, he picked that one. And then when he did it, was it hot or was it
I
not?
lost a bet before.
That's something to bet
He ain't gonna
on.
want to hear that, and he be like, "Yeah, play that, run that one again." All right, man, run it again.
So go ahead, babe.
So okay, so if you talking about Houston producers compared to like New York producers, LA producers, and stuff like that, have y'all caught up with the game, with the technology, with everything now? Are all y'all on the same level, or
Oh, yeah,
do
yeah, yeah.
people think that okay, New York, California, all of those are Atlanta is like way ahead than
Nah, they're not ahead.
I think at one point in time in the game,
It used to be that
it
way.
was like that, and I think that's what we was talking about.
It's an equal playing field now.
No, when he said when he was saying, "Nah, we had shit going on
That's
down
right.
here," and he was saying, "Nah, but over there," I think there was a point in time in the game where if you was from here, it wasn't about shit.
Yeah.
If you know
yeah.
what I'm saying, and I can't say that we didn't get hit with that wave. Like, man, we gotta leave. We gotta leave to make it. You know what I'm saying? So we caught that a lot. We caught that wave a lot. Like, we gotta leave to make it. And now I feel like everything is with Instagram and social media. Everything is on the same level. Like. Even when it come to, back in the game, you can say, oh yeah, he from New Orleans the way he dressed. He from New York the way he dressed. There is none of that now because of Instagram. You know what I'm
Everybody-
saying?
everybody
It
wear the
changed
same-
things up,
Everybody
didn't
wears
For
the
sure.
same thing.
For sure.
You wasn't waking up looking at people from New York dress every day. You wasn't waking up listening to, you know what I'm saying? So now you can see what they're doing, and I feel like all that goes together. I said something about ESDG and the beats he rap on. Some people would say he raps on Detroit beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just really a style of music, kinda. So I feel like that territorial stuff is kind of going away.
What's big in 2023 that you guys foresee coming? Y'all can't tell it?
No,
We got a lot of work. We doing a lot of work with Lil Jeremy for sure.
We working on
Lil Jeremy.
Gas God 3 right now.
He out of town right now, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
was
when
trying to
he
get him
he
on
coming
here.
right back to us.
But I was so wanting to get him this time, but everybody was like, you gotta get Lil Jeremy. They like
I'm gonna
him.
tell you how you get Lil Jeremy. Get your nap, okay? You wake up at 3 in the morning and then call him.
Yeah, night owl.
He a night owl.
You ain't gonna
This
catch him during
nigga
the day.
Jeremy will call you at 4:16 a.m. Big bruh,
I'm the same
y'all
way.
at the lab?
Me and him the
And he's
same.
gonna work until
10, 11 in the morning.
Yeah. So we've missed a lot of records, realizing, you know, we grown at men right here.
Yeah,
Bro, it's
yeah,
time
yeah.
to shut down. Now, don't get me wrong, we go. We'll stay up all night. That ain't nothing, but we starting at 4.
That's hard.
We used to starting at 1 and just really locking in, staying to 7 or whatever we got to. We starting at 4.
That's me.
So we figured out to work with German. That's what we got to do.
I'm the same way.
Sauce the same way.
Like I get up, I'm up. I get up.
All right, you say you get up.
He takes a nap and then he'll be up at
3, 1 o'clock all the way through.
He'll be at 1 all the way
Every
through.
time. You know.
See,
1
I
through.
wake up naturally every morning at 7:30 a.m.
Not me.
Nah,
All
he
right,
gotta be
right?
up.
So half the time, if you see me at the studio at 3, 4 in the morning, I've been up. I didn't go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's, we grown men. Like I said, he got a child. He got to, he on a schedule at home. So messing with them rappers, there's, taking what they got to take, drink what they got to drink to stay up, whatever. You calling me at 3 a.m., but we realized we missed a lot of records like that.
Yeah.
So now we realize we got to
be
stay there.
done. Got to go home because he got them honeydews.
I mean,
I got them honeydews. What's that? Shit.
Honey do this, honey do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Honey do that. Can you get that?
She like honeydew. Thank you. Yeah. Yours.
I've been asking him to do this for the longest.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
As soon as
Oh,
walk in
I
the
feel
house,
so
she
bad. Yeah, why you think you gonna do that today?
Right.
Sometime another.
Right.
So that's the different lifestyle. But I get it. But I still like I love to get up. Like get up, man. I had them on my team conference calls at from 12 to 3.
12 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Yeah, I did that
You
for
a
a while.
teacher?
Yeah, but I wanted to do that to see if they really wanted it.
Right.
Nah, but that's good though. That's how you got the ain't no clock. We realize a lot of connects we done made been like that. for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And that's where our studio has done a lot because we have a relationship with a lot of these strip club DJs
Yeah.
who will have people in, they'll text us at 3 a.m. Hey, we got such and such in town and somebody's trying to do a feature with him. We open. Come on.
Wow.
We like that. And we've made relationships with other people that didn't want to make that relationship. You know what I'm
So
saying?
talking about relationships, so how did you build your relationship with Yo Gotti?
Well, Yo Gotti, that was
We don't.
June James.
Yeah, we actually don't have a relationship with Yo Gotti.
June James.
That was June James, which is another producer out here. He has a relationship with
And that's
Yo
how you
Gotti.
end up working on his last
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
Collab beat.
Now we got relationships with other people in Memphis, not Yo Gotti.
Yeah.
Like all the PRE guys, those are our
They
guys.
come to the studio all the time.
Wow.
They come to
So
Houston.
that's who
Jay
you got.
Fizzle, every
Yeah.
time they come to Houston, they calling us GB. Where y'all at? Pull it up. We on the way.
They want to rock out,
They
do
wanna
some
rock out,
music.
for sure.
That's hard,
sure.
man.
We a lot of time
We work with Dawg
friends
too.
them.
Like
Dawg, yeah.
it was indirectly. We worked with him with Paul Wall,
Wow.
and we worked with him with was it Slim? What was it?
Dolph record was
Paul
with
Wall.
Paul, and I think
We had
the other
another one.
was with Slim.
Slim or somebody, yeah.
That's hard.
But we worked with his artists directly. Big Moochie Gray, Big Fizzle, Jay Fizzle. Who else?
A lot of times that's
Snoop.
how the relationships happen too. We'll link with the guys that are right up under the guy. And then you talking a 2-year relationship. Like I say, we haven't done any work. But in 2 years, you're the guy.
Yeah, that's
You know
hard.
what I'm saying? And now you're the guy making the moves and we've been locked in.
Wow.
We've been rocking.
Have you ever been in a studio where somebody wanted to come in and record and they started recording, but the song that they were rapping to or how they were rapping, because I look at all music now, like I listen to it, I'm like, okay, no, that's Rico stuff that you talking about. Like, has anybody, like, you've heard people, the way how they talking and rapping, you're like,
No incriminating themselves.
yeah, you might need to
that
take
ain't got
Say, son, don't do that one.
Take that out of it.
You be like, this nigga here got a banger, but
Do
damn.
you say anything to them? Do you be like, nah, you might need to take that
We
out?
might give
because-
pointers on on little stuff, but you can't control.
Yeah, they
it.
gonna say what they want to say at the end of the day.
I think recently
We might
had
tell
an
them it's not a
artist-
good idea, but you gonna
We
do it
recently
anyway.
have an artist that was
You're not
fighting a
signing me, so
case,
shit, do
and
your thing.
a gang-related case, and he had like a red flag in his video hanging in the back on the microphone, and we was like, you know, what I'm saying to the guy like, hey, take the red flag down.
You
bro.
trying
Like,
to
you know,
help
right
him.
now you already fighting a gang case.
You
No
trying to
disrespect
help
to any
him.
gangs,
But
or
you trying
any,
to help
but
him.
we coach a lot. We a lot of times tell, bro, that ain't don't do that. That
Right.
ain't the one. Now whether you listen, you don't. But we do call them, man, y'all OG did this. I mean, you did tell me, man. We hear that all the time. You did tell me not to.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
What's up?
I always got an elephant in the room.
Is that
And it'd be
wrong?
something I done made up. Propane. That's the
Propane.
guy who pretty much, linked us with y'all.
Yeah, bro. man,
The
that's our guy,
elephant
that's
in the
our
room
brother.
is what kind of work? I know y'all done work together, but how is it working with Propane?
Propane is working. He's different. He's different. He's definitely different than most artists. And I'm gonna say this is why. And we know him. We his brother, so we know how he work. And most producers don't.
Okay.
So with Pro's process is different. A lot of people go in the booth, they own whatever they own, and they just tell the guy to go. They rap 4 bars. What up? Pro, you give him the beat and let him go to Never Never Land or wherever it is that he goes, and you don't rush him.
Mm-hmm.
But when he gives you back the product, it's always a good product. He's always out rapping everybody. He's always, you know what I'm saying, doing that. So that's our brother. So we know how he works. So we don't rush Pro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't rush
Be
Pro.
done. I want to hear from you because G ain't gonna just say that. You might have another perception, or y'all do everything the
He
same.
might have a little different perception.
Sauce it up a little bit for me, Don.
Man, Pro trash. Nah, working with Pro. I'm gonna put it like this: working with Pro, I actually like working with Pro more than I like working with a lot of people. And I ain't trying to offend nobody, but why I say that because Pro is the only artist we have here that puts songs together. He don't just get a beat and throw a verse and hook and it's done. Pro's gonna do that, and he gonna say, "Hey, I want to bring in a guy to come replay these guitars. I want to bring in a dude to play a saxophone. Hey, you know what we should do? I'm gonna have such and such narrate this song. He's gonna talk over the song at Samuel L. Jackson type shit.
Or he allows
Pro
us to
put
do it.
songs together.
He allow us to do that
And
too,
that
though.
is fun. That's
Yeah.
fun. It's a breath of fresh air when you working with Pro because it's something different. Like everybody else, you playing with beat, they rap to it, bounce down, it's over. Pro is gonna dissect the whole thing.
Wow.
You wanna put some raindrops somewhere? Hey, put some thunder right there. Hey, make it. You gonna make the song come alive.
Wow.
And I like that about Pro.
Wow. When the last time y'all walked out the studio and said, you know what, I can't do this right now with you. Me and you been together since high school, nigga. You tripping. I gotta
Never.
go.
Yeah, won't be
No.
You hear what I'm hearing?
Never.
No.
Won't be having no problem. You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you
no
me and him.
issues, ever.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I think.
You hear what I said? I'm gonna make
I
this
know
happen.
y'all had disagreement
Wait,
before.
no, we don't agree on everything, but
But not like, nah.
as a personality trait, we're not emotional guys. We're not emotional creatures. A lot of rappers are emotional. A lot of artists are emotional. You know, they sensitive about that shit. We not really sensitive niggas like that. Like,
Yeah.
if I disagree with something he doing,
You gonna
I don't
pull him
gotta
up?
fight him about
Nah.
it. It's like, all right.
That's what you think. All right.
Yeah, that's what you think.
It is what it is.
Yeah. That's how we. I feel like a lot of relationships could work because of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
like
I'm
that.
not. We don't fire off at each other. Like, I'm in no relationship in my life do I say something to somebody that I got to call back and say, all right, look, man, I was tripping yesterday. I didn't mean to say that. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, what have your sister ever pulled you up and be like, don't do it, you work with this or you done
yeah.
that, I didn't like what you done that?
Yeah. She gonna do that, but we don't do that.
Yeah, cause she emotional. I had to go to somebody that I know gonna be emotional.
Yeah. She not gonna. Yeah, she
We
do that
just
for sure.
guys. We're not. Everybody say y'all the most nonchalant producers I ever. Like even when we play beats, you know, people be in your face.
Yeah.
We be sitting in the back of the room. One nigga might be talking, whatever, and it's like y'all don't sell us the beat.
No.
Nigga, because if you like it, you like it. If you don't,
don't,
go
you
to the next
don't.
one. It's a million of them motherfuckers.
Right.
Wow. which beat you guys gave out and y'all was like
ain't never gave a beat out.
No, not gave.
I'm just saying. That there ain't no
The
beat.
Don ain't trying to hear. Be done like hell no. We ain't give a nigga nothing. But I'm just saying one that y'all somebody picked that they got from you guys that y'all didn't know it was gonna blow like it did.
Ride with no ceiling.
It messed y'all
Our
head
first
up.
one. Our
Messed
first
y'all
beat.
head up.
Summertime. I didn't think summertime
It
was
messed
gonna
y'all
do
head
what
up.
it did.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ride with no ceiling was our first radio song.
That was our
That
first
was with
label check.
J-Dawg, and first label check.
That mother J
Was it no
Dawg.
Ride No Center was before or after the plaque?
Ride No Ceiling was
Before the plaque?
Nah, the plaque came first.
Okay, so that was our second label check.
Yeah, but that wasn't. These weren't radio songs on Toya's album.
Yeah.
This-
We just
you had
did
to
the
go listen
intro and
to
the
it,
outro to the album. You wouldn't have
You
heard
had
it
to hear
if you
the
didn't
rap,
hear the album.
right?
Yeah.
Ride No Ceiling here played every time we got in the car. Every time, and that was a beat we was gonna sell to somebody for $300 a year prior.
Wow.
And Ray Face called and said, "Hey man, well, y'all got one of the songs on Ride No Ceiling. We gonna, you know, they play it to the left when you got the single. They always play it to the left." And then we was like, "All right, cool." And then when we find out what it was and we heard it, and then they put it out every day. That song played.
BET, I come on
Every
BET
day.
on. You see the video playing.
Yeah.
That was like our first like.
No way.
I can say that was one of our first biggest song that got us like looks outside of Houston.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they were still signed at that time to Geffen.
Yeah.
So that music was everywhere.
Wow.
People heard that and our phones started ringing.
Well, that's hard.
Yeah.
Right
Phones
there.
started ringing.
I
We
like
ended up
it.
doing stuff with shit. Soulja Boy, Gucci Man back on their mixtapes, them
Damn.
Gangsta Grills back then.
I ain't wrong.
That
That
was the mixtape era.
It's hella beats that we played for people that when it's time to play beats, it's like, damn, I'm gonna skip over this one. I'm gonna skip over this one, and they pick the ones you skip over, and that
Yeah.
being one of their favorite songs. Now that's happened a million times. But as far as like Ride No Ceiling Blue, we didn't think nothing of that song. We didn't think nothing of the beat. You know, beat jam, but it's like we make beats all the time.
I don't know how about
Yeah.
you. I felt like that about Summertime.
Yeah.
It wasn't known like when we did Summertime with Zero and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
It wasn't known that it wasn't said that this gonna be our single. We were just working on a project. And
Nah.
we had them 3 days a week at the time we was working on that. That was just another song in the pile.
Man, that's favor too.
The night, don't get me wrong. The night. Okay, it was a different beat, and they were like, "We need something brighter that can play on the radio." So when we played that beat, and I remember Zero going in the booth and doing the swinging through the and it was. I think I was recording. I was sitting at the what's the name? You know, late night. You know, you tired. And he did that. What's the Folgers commercial when you wake up?
Yeah,
right
you
there?
seen it. You heard something.
Okay, but Zero's good for taking taking something from somewhere else and singing it on top of it and going, oh shit, that's the Nate Dogg. Okay, nigga. Now did I think we was gonna hear it to the point where
We were tired
it
of that
was
song.
every day? Yeah, I remember I was walking in the club one time and
I ain't gonna lie,
and B was doing it. B was doing
You
this
were
to the
tired of
DJ.
hearing it?
Yeah, he was doing it to the. I never
was tired. He was tired of
He was
hearing
tired
it.
of hearing it.
I'm gonna be real. When we first made this song, it wasn't one of my favorite ones. It was
So
this
that
song.
means that whatever your favorite might not be the hit.
The second one was Loving You. Loving You is the song I wanted to run with first.
Yeah.
That's the one I thought. I knew that was gonna do something. I was like, yeah, this the one.
And that other one stuck his head up and said,
Yeah,
I'm here.
Summertime came.
Summertime
Then
come.
it was
Summertime,
It was
nigga.
summertime. I'm in the
So
city.
it was
and
perfect.
was
We're gonna
perfect
hit this
time,
song. They still play.
They still
They
play.
on rotation how it was, but
it still
you're
play.
gonna hear it when
Yeah,
as soon
yeah.
as that sun come out and get hot.
That song is
97,
part of
9,
Houston
yeah.
culture forever. That
For
song's
sure.
not going nowhere. Just like Ride on Foes or Ride with No Ceiling. Those songs ain't going nowhere.
What? Man, that when we ride on folks, you did that?
Man,
we had a chance to do it, though. I can tell you the story behind that song, though.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so for one, let's just, the whole world might not know this, but we're gonna lay it on the table today. The way J-Dawg used to record, he didn't rap to your beats. He rapped to instrumentals, Eminem beats. Whoever beat was on the radio, that's the beats J-Dawg rapped to.
Okay.
He didn't sit in the studio and say, hey, play me some beats. He rapped to whatever he liked that was out. So boom, Ride with No Ceiling. Ride on Foes was recorded on an Eminem song. Ray Face, which is Slim's brother, who
Of
was
course,
the owner
of
of
course.
Boss Hog Outlaws.
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was Slim, but it was Ray Face.
No, I knew.
Ray Face said, hey, I like this song he did on this Eminem beat. I need to send this to the producer, see who make the hardest beat for it. Now, he didn't know it was going to be a classic. He just liked the song.
Yeah.
So he sent it to us. He sent it to TA. He sent it to Mr. Lee and say, hey, y'all make a beat to this. Whoever got the best beat, I'm going to use. And, of course, Mr. Lee won. But
but look, but we had one. So at that time, everybody sent the beats. Ray was like, okay, I think this it. So, we young. We all right. This nigga, I remember he came in, it was probably 1 a.m, maybe 2 a.m. We probably about to leave. He walk in there with a hard drive. He go in the main room at the hall pen. That's Slim Thug in the old studio. He walk in, he say, hey, y'all listen to this. Now, I don't even think he told us to come in there. I think we was in our room, and when them bells came in, whatever, and you heard J-Dawg go, yeah, we knew the because we had just made a beat to that acapella. And when them came in, it was like, oh shit, we lost, kid. I don't think we gonna be. Ours was
Mr.
so
Lee
not
took
that.
it out.
That man, it sounded. You gotta rap. We heard the raw in the studio loud with the woofers playing that night, fresh from the. Man, that song sounded incredible.
Man.
That song sounded probably better that night than I've ever heard it. It was like, this is some crazy shit.
What do you think about Mr. Lee? I had him on the show here recently. Just
Love,
what does he mean?
man.
What does he mean to you guys?
Everything. Like Mr. Lee was.
He don't understand. He was our mentor.
Yeah, he don't know he was the one that was motivating us all these years.
Wow.
I think Ray used to do that to us too, though. Like, man, well, Lee did it. You know what I'm saying? He'll do that to us. You know what I'm saying? But Lee is somebody we watched. You know what I'm saying? And just and had love for.
He pushed us to be who we are today. He don't even realize it. And that wasn't him physically or saying anything to us, just by being around him and knowing he was the hit man. We Slim little bros, so wherever Slim at, we at. So if we go to Lee House, if Slim go to Lee House, we with him. So we was around for all of those Mr. Lee classics and everything. And like, that motivated us more than what anybody could have done at that time.
Yeah. Mr. Lee, man, like I said, when I started this podcast, man, I linked up with him through a couple of sources, and me and him grown a relationship to where he gonna hit me up and check on the show and everything else, man, and always trying to help, get to some of the other, whether it be a younger person or a lawyer or something, just seen on the show, man. And that's the part where, like, when I came in this game, I love music.
Yeah.
I just love the music.
So you do more than music, though, right?
No, but I just love the music. I didn't never do music. I just love the music.
Right.
I'm a fan, nigga. If I see y'all, I know y'all produce, nigga. I'm gonna talk to y'all real. They're gonna be like, "What, y'all, man?"
Right.
I'm that guy. But then at the same, right? But at the same time, meeting a lot of these people, it's opened up a door for me to where I've been able to link a lot of people together. You know what I'm saying? Rock with different people that I never would have rocked with, whether it be on the West Coast, down in New Orleans, or whatever. So, man, it's a big deal for me for y'all to even be on this show, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Propane, when he hit me up, I'm like, who? He like, yeah, you got to do them. You don't even know.
That's how bro.
It's like, damn, for real. Then when I looked y'all up, I was like, damn, these boys heavy.
It's more than Pro that'll probably say that about us, though.
Wow.
Not to even talk
he
like that.
Pro is the one that's like, man, y'all got too much going on.
I hear from Pro.
About this shit, man. He be mad at us.
All right, so how I was saying earlier, we don't do interviews. We don't really do podcasts. I don't say we don't do them. It's just, it's pulling teeth.
When you don't have PRs and managers and nobody's reaching out.
I like that. Y'all like me. Yeah, like you make your own decisions. That's all you say.
We go, it's work. And then even when we look at our catalog, a lot of times people say, man, how do you feel about this? It's like, bro, it's just work. That was another day of work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we do this every day. It's stuff that's gonna come out next year that we probably thought nothing of. It was just, that was last night at the studio.
You thinking it's not interesting to tell your story. That's what you're thinking.
I think
and it's hard too, but the story hard.
You know how many people have told me that? They were like, bro, people want to hear that shit.
That's
and
right.
For me, people just say, how was your day at work? I don't talk about that shit. It was some niggas and some backwoods road. We making some music. You know what I'm saying?
But again, my thing is definitely the fact that
and these are classic nights.
That's right.
And we don't realize they classic nights to
some
3
of the
years later.
stuff y'all ain't telling me right now that happen in that studio.
A lot of stuff.
Some stuff you can't talk about. Some stuff you can. But at the end of the day, some stuff you be like, damn, that was a hell of a night. But to you just like you really ain't tapped into it like that, because to you it was a hell of a night, but you like to somebody else it might be nothing. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about this the other day, like how we don't do interviews and stuff, and we never really got our story out there because nobody has brought it out of us. Anytime we do interviews, they don't ask the right questions. So we don't. That's why we're like, I don't like doing interviews. They don't really ask the right stuff.
I think
somebody has to ask you to do it, to ask you to get it out.
I think the thing is, you gotta understand, they gotta know your world too a lot of time. But also the way we do it is more open format, so it just pops out. It just pops out. I think ours is dope, but because of that.
I like this. I like
we just
this is way better than a lot of the interviews we have done, because they ask the question, it's like,
nah, they too serious. That wouldn't. I don't give a damn. It's the truth.
Nah, we had. What did
I love the culture. This is for the culture for me. Now, what you were about to say? I cut the hell.
No, I was saying, no, you good. I was saying that we love what we do, and like I say, it's going to work every day. So that's like asking a lawyer, how was it at work today? How was it in court today? And he's like, man, pour me a drink, bro. Like, let's go play pool. Like, you don't want to talk. Now I don't say you want to talk about it, but it's work. You know what I'm saying? But it's not work where it's like, I hate going to work. You love going to work, but everybody don't got a job. But like you say, we'll have a classic night on Tuesday, and here comes Thursday, there's another one. Yeah. And Friday, there's another one, because they still in town.
Probably have one tonight.
Yeah, right. And we don't really know. We don't really, it's just work to us. And then later on, talking about it on a podcast, you go, man, we had a time last. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like it be like that. So a lot of time, and nothing's really planned. You know, a lot of people, you know, nothing's really planned, especially sessions. You know, a lot of times the best sessions are the one where, hey, let's give a Lil Jeremy or something. And we just think it's Lil Jeremy tonight.
Wow.
But such and such is in town, such and such is in town, such and such, and they all like Lil Jeremy. So they're calling him. Well, we're coming to wherever you are.
Yeah.
I'm at GNB, and they come here, and now we got this nigga in the studio, that nigga in the studio, this nigga in
They
the
try
studio,
to come
that
up
nigga.
with something to do a track.
Yeah, and it's like, damn, nigga, what's the name of here? What's the name of here? I'm gonna feel like my starstruck moment was Boosie though.
What it was? Why?
It was
Tell me why.
because it was the moment that the first time we were playing a beat, and it wasn't even our beat. I think I was recording them, sitting at the what's the name.
He was out, but before you say that, the reason why he say that is because Boosie and Webby were our favorite rappers, period.
Before,
Man,
before
I
people
can't
would
say
say
from Houston, Boosie and Webby was our favorite.
Yeah, but-
Rest in peace, Pimp, I love you, bro, but goddamn, Boosie and Webby was goddamn.
Well, Pimp was the reason that happened, but at the end of the day, Pimp's my favorite.
Pimp was
I'm
mine
an
too.
older nigga,
Yeah.
so
Mine too.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I get it. I understand why. Because Webby and them went hard.
They
during
was
their time.
raw, uncut,
Boosie
and
and
they
niggas
niggas
like
like us.
Savage Life and
when we would do early interviews and they would say, who do y'all want to work with? This is before we ever worked with them. They were, who would y'all want? And most people say
We both.
Jay-Z.
We answered the same
We'll
time.
always say Boosie and
Boosie.
Webby.
Let's go.
Boosie and Webby. We will always say that.
Wow.
But that's because we're from here. We were so close to there. That was that's the kind of music we like. It was when the first time I was recording Boosie, he was right here to the right of me. And your beat was playing and he was rapping. What he do, he rap everything and then he gives somebody his phone and he literally raps to them. And they write it that you be on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
He do that.
He gonna do that. He gonna be like,
Yeah,
He'll
rap
turn
out
around,
loud,
start
but
rapping.
somebody's supposed to be writing it
Go
down
on your
in their
notes.
phone.
You gotta start rapping what he doing. That's what he do. That's how he record his verse. And I remember him rapping and he hit me on my shoulder and was like, you like that shit? What you think? And it was like, you the greatest. Did I say that?
No,
Hell
you can't
nigga.
say that.
I say, nigga, that shit go out. Nigga, go on the booth, nigga. I put my gangster shit on. Inside, you the fucking greatest pussy.
no, because you love you
Man,
like
I
we a
had
fan.
times listening to Boosie. Any ex-girlfriend I had in high school, a little bit after high school, knew like, bitch, we jamming Boosie. I mean, excuse me, black baby girl, we playing Boosie and Webby. That we riding around vibing, we jamming Boosie and Webby. That was my thing. They had songs to me.
When you went that cheap route to do that deck pop out,
Come
nigga,
on,
around this
come
all.
on, man, I was jamming all that. So that was our favorite rapper. So when that Boosie thing came, it was kind of like, damn, we really working with an idol of ours, and this hour I can say that about him too.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
from Baton Rouge.
What?
Not Baton. No, I'm
Ville
sorry,
Platte.
Ville Platte. Ville Platte. I didn't mean to say that.
But I spent a lot
Ville
of time
Platte.
in New Orleans.
Yeah, that's all.
So he already had the culture on him of being out that way. So and I just loved it regardless.
Man, let me tell you something, man. Thank you guys for coming on the show. I'm winding
Man,
it
thank you
down.
for having us. Thank you
How
for
can
having
people
us.
get a hold of y'all if they trying to link and purchase some? And then y'all make them YouTube beats too.
Them YouTube beats.
See, that was a question that
We'll
I
send
had.
niggas to YouTube when they
So
want to play though.
you can type in GNB or G Luck and be done. Somebody has
No,
made
I'm
like a
talking about
GNB type beat.
These youngsters throw
They-
their beats
they do
on
that.
on the YouTube.
Oh,
Y'all
no, we gotta
never
do that.
done
We don't gotta
ever
do
I'm
that.
telling you what they
No,
do.
we
I
don't.
know what they
I
do.
always tell people to go to the YouTube. I be like, man, nah, I'm like, but people, oh man, I don't got beats, I can't rap. You can go to YouTube and get any fucking beats
Most
you
people
want.
But you
Put they
can't.
beats.
You can't. It's still you got to double back if it
Yeah.
blow.
Half
Yeah.
time they don't know them niggas.
But most people that put their beats on YouTube are trying to get discovered. We weren't trying to get
Exactly.
discovered.
I
trying to
agree.
get
New
my shit.
people. If we wanted to get beats to somebody, hey Slim, hey Boosie, hey Big Sis, you can send this off to us. Or
Yeah.
we already had people that we can
Right.
hit up. We didn't have to put them on YouTube to get discovered by
So
somebody, you know
that's
what I'm saying?
because you guys are from a different era.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then we looked at the internet stuff like, I ain't throwing my beats.
That's right. You check it, man.
I got quit. He was able to say it earlier. Propane trash. Can I say it? Propane
Yeah,
trash.
yeah. Y'all did say it.
Oh, I
and
did say that,
I, didn't-
bro.
I was gonna let it
I
come
love you,
out.
bro.
I was gonna come out. I was gonna let it come out and let it be
Can
surprised.
we talk about that? I trash it.
Thank y'all so much, man.
Yes,
Love
sir.
you guys, man. I
Love,
appreciate y'all. Keep God first.
Yes, sir.
And man, always family and God.
Yes, sir.
Always, you know what I'm saying. If you're in Dallas, come see me.
there.
If I'm in H Town, I ain't gonna lie. I'm put y'all back behind these mics because y'all story need to be heard.
We got
we got
Trap
some
later
more.
on this
Yeah, we
week.
got
We got
Trap
Trap
Boy
Boy
Free.
Free
Yeah,
later on
that's
this week. That's
all.
so
We got
good.
Dallas stories
That's
too. You
all.
ain't asked about that though.
Yeah, we be in
Well,
Dallas.
you
We
know,
like
I'm
that with
from
Trap like
Dallas,
My
this.
but I
sister
be
got
in
married
Dallas.
and lived in Dallas for a
I
second,
know
so we
that.
was in Dallas
I
all
know
the
that
time.
because of Mike. You might not know Mike, Money Mike.
Mike.
Money
Oh,
Mike. Why I know that name?
You
Money
talking Mike with
I know Mike.
Puka Leroy
Leroy brother?
I think I
Okay.
know what Mike
He was,
y'all talking about.
he was in the wedding.
I know exactly what Mike.
yeah.
I know exactly what Mike you talking about.
I know
Shout out
you-
to Mike. I know
yeah,
exactly what you
yeah.
talking about.
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah,
I rock
for
with
sure,
them,
for
man.
sure, for sure.
So at the end of the day, bro, just make sure you guys don't forget about Boss Talk 101 because we gonna come back.
We got numbers now. We locked in.
I'm definitely gonna
You
make
come to
sure
Houston, hit
I'm
us
gonna
up.
lock y'all in.
Come on.
I'm gonna make sure like I did a
Where you
program.
doing
I'm
next
like,
one
we gotta
at
do-
our studio?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm come over there.
We gonna send
I'll
folk
set
your
up
way
over there.
too. We gonna send folk your way.
I heard about it. That's why y'all here because I was like, man, if I get them, it's up.
Nah,
You might get some other interviews while you're there
Yeah.
too.
That's hard, man.
for
We're
sure.
gonna be on the West Coast during about another.
Yeah, we traveling
3
to do
weeks,
this too.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we've
we
been,
be on the
we've been
West
to
Coast. We be
California. We
everywhere.
did
jealous.
California.
Y'all
We
be
did
having some fun,
LA.
man.
We did Chicago.
Yeah, I'm saying, put up the
We
cameras, talk to
did,
people. They
I need to go to
kicking
Memphis
it.
too.
Huh?
Memphis
Yeah,
on
we want
fire.
to do that.
We hadn't been to
there
Memphis,
yet.
not for that, but I've been down there a lot of times.
Okay, yeah. Memphis on fire.
Check it, man. Hey, man, appreciate you
Boss
guys,
Talk
man.
101.
Boss
Yeah,
Talk
man.
101,
Hey,
GNB.
man. GNB, man. Check it, man. It's been another great segment of Boss Talk 101 where the boss is talking.
And we out.
Yeah.